20 into a... I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that nigga dummy. Tryna to slow down my motion. It's ready, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Damn, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna to slow down my motion. It's ready, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Brenner. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man here is Benson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They'll look to throw again.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going. And they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Solid finish to the opening drive. And look, when you get down around the goal line, you have to account for his legs. We saw it right there.
Yeah, that's the added dimension to the offense, isn't it? Remember what the offensive line coach told us earlier this week? I told my guys, he's going to run it. We have to make sure he stays protected and give him an opportunity.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, shot.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
On first down, it's Benson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. That's quickly out to Harrison.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Back to throw. Brenner.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Gets around him.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The Falcons at 8-8 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Cards, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Go, Reed, go. Here we go.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. You talk about this Falcon defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
19 tight. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now.
They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the Cardinals' 15-yard line. Trap 60. Let's go. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Looking to throw. Brenner. And a completion to Wilson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Running out of the gun here with Benson.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Back to throw. Brenner. And this is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey Good with a PAT.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up a throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Throwing to start the drive. Brenner. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3.
Robinson up the middle. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
79 Broncos. 18 Broncos.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now 3rd down and 7. Operating from the gun, Brenner. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Goes right back to McBride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Brenner. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mecole Hardman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check that. Street. There we go. Set. Hook.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Ready, go.
He'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Brenner able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
On gain of 19 yards.
They run over center with Benson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Cardinals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. He may go. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Falcons 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cards are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
Touchdown, Falcons! From 8 yards out.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give. Here comes Benson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go, set. Broncos. 18 ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw. Pass complete to Robinson. And he'll get a first down here up to the 25, but that clock still moving.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
7 Pirates, 7. Set. Come 19, come 19. Go.
He'll look to throw. So left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball...
So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brenner flushed out right.
And it is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A give left side for Bick. And he loses the football a second time.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Remember, earlier in this game, he lost a fumble. This time, it hit the deck, but he got it back.
Yeah, do you think he's breathing a monster sigh of relief right now? Could you imagine losing 2 in the same game and how that would affect you moving forward? Well, for him, high and tight, just like a good haircut. Never go wrong that way. Hold that football.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Another run here with Benson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A handoff here to Benson.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's second down. Zone read. Here's Benson.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey.
This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Arizona,
the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Atlanta,